No, please.
Look!
No, I'm...
You have hair under there.
Please, Mrs. Hess, I'm ticklish.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Please,
Mortimer! Mortimer! What do you think you're doing?
Excuse me, but who do you think you are?
Me first, Goldilocks. Get your paws off the merchandise.
Do you know this astounding creature?
Yes. I'm afraid I do. Hello? Mother? Mother, may I introduce Mrs. Alex Hesser, the ladies who's hired me.
I've already guessed that, Mortimer. The question is, what did she hire you for?
I'm sorry there's no streamers or balloons.
That's okay. I don't exactly feel like celebrating if Jason is in jail.
Well, we can just hope that Kevin will change his mind about Jason and he'll drop the charges just like he did with you.
That's right. Wanda, yes, you're right. I should just go over there. I'll just go over there and talk to him.
No. Hopefully, Kevin is going to soften up all on his own. But if he sees you, that's going to raise the ugly-headed jealousy, and he's going to let Jason rot in that jail. So please, you just stay
No,
away.
I can't, Wanda. Please, let me go. Come on, let me go.
Leanne, is this all about Jason? Or are you just looking for an excuse to see the baby?
Swade murdered his wife?
Now you know why I've been tracking him ever since he escaped Smoky Mountain Penitentiary.
Yeah, but why you? Isn't this a job for the state police or federal authorities?
They're on the case, too. I got a personal interest. Murder happened back in Whitehart. That's my town. And there's this little gift Pruitt gave me when he escaped from prison.
Swade did that?
Man's half cottonmouth. Somebody gets in his way, no telling what he'd do.
What'd you pull up for? I told you, keep the pedal to the metal.
This is my car, Swade, and this is as far as she's going until I get some answers from you.
Later, Luna, as soon as we're out of the county.
Now! Now, you have pushed me behind the wheel. You have made me squeal out of town, burning rubber all the way down the highway. Panic is bad for the soul, Swade, not to mention digestion.
Yeah, well, there are worse things, believe me.
Like what? Swade, what has got you so spooked? What are we running from?
Now, just hold on.
Luna could be out there somewhere with a killer.
Mr. Holden, before you go rushing into things, let's stick with Pruitt. Where might he be?
That's just it. I saw him at Rhodey's Tavern. He was ready to leave town right then. At the time, I thought it was a great idea, but now, what if he talked Luna into going with him?
Oh, that's kind of stretching things, isn't it? Did she give any indication of leaving town?
No, she was going to go down to county jail and visit a friend, and then she was going to the radio station to her call-in show.
She's not there, and she's not here, and she's not home.
You see, maybe this isn't such a big stretch. She likes Swade.
Pruitt, Charles Pruitt.
Whatever. You said he murdered his wife. Why?
Who knows?
Please help me on this. You know, ever since this guy came to town, he's been nothing but trouble. And I tried to convince her of that. If you could give me something specific, maybe Luna will believe me. Now, what was it? I mean, was it the murder a crime of passion? Does he have a history of hurting women? Does he have some sort of pattern?
This scar is all the pattern I need. He gave it to me 2 months ago. 2 months I tried to trace him, nothing but dead ends until I checked every phone record in the Smoky Mountain Penitentiary. And then I found this batch of calls to a radio station in Landview, Pennsylvania.
Luna's love line.
I couldn't prove that Pruitt followed up all those calls with a visit, but it was only lead I had. Still is. Wherever Luna Moody is, my guess is Pruitt is somewhere close by. One more thing. if you do find Miss Booty with Suede, don't try playing hero. Don't even look at the man like you suspect something. Remember, he's desperate. And that's dangerous.
I don't mean to sound mysterious
Oh,
here.
it just comes natural.
Look, I'll explain everything as soon as we get into the next county. We'll stop at the campground in the state park. We'll go for a walk, whatever.
No, doll, baby. You're gonna tell me right here. We got all the privacy we need right here. Now, what has got you so upset? Oh, my God. It's just Max again, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Oh, it's always Max. What, did you ask him for your job back and he refused you? Or maybe you asked for some back pay and he...
Damn it, Luna. It has nothing to do with Max Holden.
Oh, my Lord, you two got in a fight, didn't you? You got in a real fight. Did you hurt him?
No, I didn't touch him. I did nothing to harm your precious Max, okay? I didn't even see him there. It was...
What? Who was it?
What difference does it make? But I need your help, Luna. You gotta understand, I'm running for my life here.
I'm sure your son must have told you about my amazing Egyptian artifacts collection. I just needed to hire someone who would,
Save it, sister. If you're serious about mummies, I'm Cleopatra's ass. I suppose that you have heard about the mother hen, have you, Blondie?
They lay eggs.
And they protect their young.
Mother, you have no idea.
Think that she wants your mind, Mortimer. She wants you, and why shouldn't she? If you think that you are going to get your hooks into my Mortimer and change his whole lifestyle, lure him away from his life's work, oh, you have got another thing coming, sweetheart. You are dealing with Wilma Byrne. Nobody pushes Wilma Byrne around.
Are you sure you won't change your mind and have a glass of champagne?
You don't think I'm serious?
No, I think you're serious. I think you're as serious as any good mother would be. And you're absolutely right. I intend to do everything I can to lure your son away from his husband. So I suggest that you have a seat, because I think we ladies have a lot to discuss. Here.
I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to let Kevin just take Jason and the baby away from me? I'm supposed to do that?
Just give it a little more time, just till we get Jason out of jail. Don't make any
Wanda, all I
aggravation
want to
now.
do is just see Duke. I just want to hold him, okay? Even if it's only once a month, like Kevin's rules say. I just want to see my son, and even that is going to hurt Jason. Wanda, what have I done?
The trial is in a couple of days, right? Jason is going to tell his story. They are going to believe him, and they're going to let him out of jail.
You really believe that?
Of course I believe that. What do you think they're going to keep my Jason in jail? No. I wouldn't let them do that. No. Why don't you go upstairs and have a little rest?
I can't go up to my room, Wanda. I can't, because I'll just keep thinking about
All
Duke.
right, we have been through this. Go stay in my apartment.
Wanda, I don't want to. I can't do it. I have to do something, okay? If I can't be with Jason, I can at least go see my son, can't I?
You will see him. You will see him. I promise you will see Duke. Just give it a little bit of time. I mean, Kevin just now got them to drop the charges against you. Don't push him. Don't push him. I don't know what he's going to do.
He listens to me. Look, he dropped the charges against me right after he came to see me in jail, and we talked.
No, sweetheart, he dropped the charges because he remembered that he loves you. Now, all he feels for my Jason is hatred. And if you push him up against a wall like that, he's going to lash out against you.
I love him. I would never do anything to hurt him. Okay, I won't even bring up his name. But I gotta go see Duke. I have to.
As one widow to another, Mrs. Byrne, you must realize how difficult it is to hold on to your husband's legacy when there are so many opportunists who are just dying to steal everything you own from you.
No. The only thing he left us with was a mortgage and a life insurance policy that was due.
No, Mother. Don't forget his stamp collection. I mean, it really was something.
Well, Carlo Hesser left me an empire. He left me enough wealth to rival Egyptian pharaohs.
What was he, a car dealer?
No, Mrs. Byrne. He was a kingpin of organized crime.
She just likes to tease, Mother. I mean, Mrs. Hesser has...
In fact, Carlo Hesser was the most powerful crime boss on the eastern seaboard, all the way up into the time of his tragic death. Now, it is my duty to protect and preserve his legacy.
Isn't that story something? And Mrs. Hesser likes to tell these stories about Carl.
Now, unfortunately, there is a terrible man who is trying to take everything that I own. Now, his only weakness is an irrational fear of my late departed Carlo.
Irrational minds, greedy rivals. It sounds like an opera, doesn't it?
Oh, shut up, Mortimer. What does your dead husband have to do with my son? Mortimer!
I didn't do anything.
You are in this picture with her and you're wearing a bald wig?
No, Mother.
Oh, you think I don't know my own son?
Mother.
And look at you, holding hands with her all lovey-dovey.
No, Mother, believe me, it isn't me. It's Carlo Hesser.
He's absolutely right, you see. But the resemblance, you have to admit, is full of implications, isn't it?
Gotta get you something? Tea, soda?
No, I can't stay long. I have to get over to the campus bookstore and buy textbooks.
Oh. Well, I wanted to let you know I had your father drop the charges against Leanne.
I know. He told me.
Oh, what's this for?
I'm proud of you. I knew deep down inside that you were brave enough and generous enough to let Leanne go free.
Well, as my grandfather says, you gotta learn to cut your losses, right? Why don't you come on in?
Well, if your grandfather had his way, Leanne would still be in jail. No, you stood up against him, and I know that wasn't easy. You did the right thing.
Well, I did it for Duke. Realized if I put his mother in jail, it would only hurt him in the long run.
I think you don't give yourself enough credit.
Well, Leanne made a mistake. And there's no reason our kid should have to suffer for it. Besides, the real troublemaker is Jason Webb.
Jason. Kevin, my dad told me that you were going to continue to press charges against Jason now. That was just the heat of the moment, wasn't it?
Tried to steal my son, Rachel.
I know that's how it seems, but if you look at it from another point of view...
He's a thief, Rachel. He steals a guy's wife, a guy's kid. I think it's about time he learned a lesson the hard way.
No, you don't mean that. I mean, you did the right thing by Leanne. You're certainly not going to take all your anger out on Jason.
This is not about anger, Rachel. This is about the law.
Oh, come on, that's just an excuse. And how can you say you're not angry? Listen to yourself. You're being spiteful and mean, and you're taking it all out on Jason.
I thought you were proud of me. What happened to that whole thing?
I was proud of you, but not of this.
Maybe you better go, Rachel.
No, you're not going to get rid of me, Kevin Buchanan. I'm going to protect you against your worst instincts.
Well, Vicky would be proud of you. Efficient, organized. You run land fair like the Army.
Oh, well. Confession, Sloan. Running this hotel has been child's play compared to trying to house sit for Vicky and Clint since they've been in Arizona. I'm just hoping that I got everything in order before they come home today.
Today? Is that right? Well, I hope their stay at the ranch was restful.
I'm not sure how restful it is, considering that little Jessica broke her ankle, but I think it's great that Vicky got away, rested, kind of had time to reflect on everything that's happened. It's been quite an eventful summer, don't you think?
Yes. for everyone. I wasn't aware that Vicky was under any particular stress. Of course, you know her better than I.
Oh, I'm referring to St. James's and the upheaval there at the church. And, of course, Kevin's custody battle. It's all taken quite a toll on Vicky. I'm just hoping that she doesn't run into any new unwanted pressures when she gets back home.
Well, we all wish that for Vicky, don't we?
Oh, my goodness. I have to find my manager and make sure that the hotel can live without me for the rest of the evening and
All right.
get over to Landfair for the homecoming.
Give my best to Vicky and Clint.
Will do. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Excuse me, Sloan, I couldn't help overhearing. Has something happened to Vicky?
Not that I know of. Why?
Well, I heard Renee talk about unwanted pressures.
Oh, well, Renee is just concerned about the people she loves.
Well, aren't we all? But, I don't know, there was something in her tone.
Dorian, I wouldn't know. Now, weren't we supposed to meet for drinks later?
Yes, well, when I saw you... Well, this is about your son and my daughter.
Uh-oh. I can just hear Andrew now saying, butt out. Does Cassie ever say things like that to you?
Of course. Children always say that. But now, how can parents just sit by and watch such a perfect couple let love slip away? Those two should be married, General. And if they can't say it, then we'll just have to show them. Together.
What you fixing?
Any more?
We had any more yesterday.
Oh, that was beef stew. This is sliced turkey and dressing, and there's tuna noodle casserole and noodles and chicken.
I could go for some of that.
Come on, Mr. Buchanan, answer the question.
All right, this isn't funny, Rachel.
You said that Jason Webb kidnapped your son, stole him from your own house. Now, this means he's a threat to society. Who knows who else's kid he might kidnap?
Okay, just what is it you're trying to prove here?
I'm just doing my job, or should I say my ex-boss's, Mr. Kilgore's job, asking you those tough questions that you're going to be asked at Jason's hearing. I mean, after all, we don't want this baby stealer to go free. We've got to get him before he strikes again, right?
Okay, I get your point, Rachel.
Good.
Maybe Jason isn't a hardened criminal, and maybe what he did this time was just a one-shot thing, but he did it to me.
Well, which crime are we talking about? Stealing your son or stealing your wife?
Both. No, Jason thinks he can do anything. I think it's about time he learned a lesson.
Well, you know, I used to think you had a change of heart. Check that. I used to think you had a heart.
Leanne tried to run away with my son. I wasn't vindictive there, was I?
Yeah, well, what are you doing now to Jason?
Jason's lucky I didn't take down one of my grandfather's shotguns and go after him myself.
You know, I keep underestimating it.
What?
What my dad calls the Buchanan Code. How you and your family think you can live by your own set of rules.
Hey, if the law isn't going to help us, Rachel...
Oh, the law? Forget the law. We're talking about simple human decency, compassion. I thought you had your share. I thought there was hope for you, Kevin Buchanan. Man, was I wrong.
Wait a minute. Just what do you want from me? I listened to you. I let you get through to me, right?
No, not me. Leanne. That's why you're going to set her free, because you are still in love with her, and you won't drop the charges against
Wrong.
Jason.
That is not the truth.
If you can't have Leanne, then you're going to hurt any man who took her love away from you.
No, Rachel.
Hi, Kevin. Hello, Rachel.
Hello. I was just leaving. I'm glad you're out, Leanne. Goodbye, Kevin.
Kevin.
The answer is no, Leanne.
One, have you seen her? Is she around here?
Who's she?
Oh, I'm sorry, Luna. I've heard that Leanne was released. I figured Luna would be here with her.
I wish that Luna was, because Leanne certainly could use some of her guidance right about now.
Luna's not around here.
Well, no, I haven't seen her. You know, Luna, she goes in and out. But you know that Leanne is out.
Yeah, I heard. Boy, she must be relieved now that Kevin's dropped charges.
Yeah, well, that's the good news. The bad news is that Kevin has the baby and that Jason is still behind bars.
Oh. Can't someone get Kevin to grow up and admit that they're his mistakes, not Jason's?
Oh, fine. Mr. Max Holden, go right ahead.
Yeah, maybe. I would love to. You know, there's nothing I wouldn't do for Leanne, but I am the last person that Kevin's going to listen to.
Well, if you can find Luna, Kevin might listen to her.
If and when, I'll pass the message along.
Wait a minute. What do you mean, if? Is my Luna in some kind of trouble?
No, she's just kind of hard to locate today. You haven't seen her friend Swade, have you?
Swade, no, why?
Nothing, I just thought if you were around, maybe...
Wait. Don't get coy with me, Max Holden. Something is going on here with my Luna. Right now, I'm going to ask you one more time. What's going on here with Luna and Swade?
I wish I knew.
We can sit here till sundown. That's fine with me.
I've already told you more than I should have.
You have told me nothing. Nada.
I'm running for my life here. What more do you need to know? Luna? Now, what's this gonna prove?
For starters, it's going to prove that I'm not going anywhere till you start talking.
Look, just a few more miles down the road and I'll explain the whole thing.
What do you think? You think I'm going to keep driving? You think I'm just going to pull out of town to keep driving, leave my 2 jobs? My friend is in jail, Swade. Not to mention my personal life, such as it is. Just because you say so?
I'm asking you to trust me.
You are asking too much. If you're in trouble, Swade, you just need to face up to it and fight it.
You just can't get it, do you? There are some things you can't fight.
Listen, if something's got you so spooked, Swade, you've got to tell me what it is or I can't help you.
All right, this is it. Give me those keys.
You got to stay away from me, Swade. You let go of me.
Let go of the keys and I'll let go of you.
You're just acting like some kind of wild animal all of a sudden.
Look, I'm fighting for my life here. I'm running for my life. Do you understand? Now, if you won't help me, I'll have to help myself.
All right, you got my keys. There's my car. Why don't you take it and get out of here? Scram! You're just nothing but a coward.
You don't know what I'm up against here. You don't know anything.
I know one thing. I'm willing to turn that car around right now and head back to Landview with you and face up to this music, whatever it is. But Swade, you don't have any guts.
Oh, this doesn't have anything to do with guts.
Then what is it, Swade? It can't be that terrible. Tell me what it is.
I can't. Would you stop trying to ask me to do what I can't do? Look, either you trust me or else...
Or else what? Oh, my God. It's something terrible, isn't it?
One Life to Live will continue in a moment.
Tomorrow.
You want to go. You just leave me be.
Calm down, Luna.
No. You hurt me.
I didn't mean to.
You didn't mean to, but you do. You hurt me. You lie. You hurt me.
Look, the last thing I want to do in the world is hurt you, Luna.
Stop it.
Don't treat me like I'm some kind of animal.
What are you then?
I'm a man, just a man.
Why don't you act like one? You know, I have stood by your side from day one.
I know you have.
I've been nothing but a friend to you. I've showed you more patience. Any other woman would have shuffled you off the buffalo.
You've been good.
Swade, I've cut you more slack than one that's cut pastrami, and all I ask from you is you to show me some kind of respect.
If I didn't have to rush out here so quick.
Why? What could be so bad that you got to treat me like this?
Do you remember when I told you that things aren't always the way they seem?
You also said that folks do some things sometimes they wish they hadn't. Is that how it is with you, Swade? Is that why we're running?
Yes and no.
Oh, God, here we go around the mulberry bush.
Look, I haven't done anything wrong, Luna. There's just a guy out there who thinks I have.
Oh, a guy? Wait a minute. A guy that thinks you...
The one who wants me dead.
Hold it just a second. Back up. There's a guy out here that wants you dead. Who?
Look, don't make me tell you any more than I already have, okay?
Swade, you just can't feed me this little line and just stop right there. You can't treat me like this.
Look, the less you know, the safer you are.
Oh, and you call this safe?
You gotta keep out of my mess, okay?
Oh, I'm out of your mess. You put me in a car and you make me drive you out of town. Oh, I'm
Luna,
out of
I'm
your
trying to do right by you and still get out of this in one piece. But you gotta trust me here. You gotta believe me, because if... Look, either you believe me, or I'm gonna just take the car and take my chances.
You hold it right there. Do you think I'm gonna let anybody else drive my classic Mustang convertible but me? I'm coming.
Thanks.
This encouragement we're supposed to offer, that's Andrew's department. He has to help Cassie get over her reluctance.
Of course. But someone has to push him to push her. The domino effect.
A theory which didn't really pan out.
Love and war, General. You have to remind Andrew of how much he loves Cassie. Urge him to show that love by courting her, romancing her. And I will do the same on my side of the battlefield.
Two-pronged attack, eh?
We get Andrew and Cassie together in a romantic setting, and then let nature and hormones take it from there.
What if that isn't enough?
Sloan, haven't you ever been swept away by the magic of an autumn evening? The harvest moon shining down on you, the smell of leaves in the air, the sense of the change of seasons.
You paint a pretty picture.
Well, just put yourself there, intoxicated by the promise of new love, hopelessly smitten.
Over the years, I've tried to resist those impulses.
Well, I've always tried to overcome that resistance. So I will use every skill I have to create a surprise for Andrew and Cassie, and when they are both happy, well, then who knows? You may be next.
Leanne, why don't you just come on right out and say it? You hear about Jason, right? Like you're wasting your time.
Where's Duke?
He's upstairs sleeping.
Well, how's he doing, huh? I mean, is he okay?
You should know he hasn't slept in the same bed twice in the past few weeks. He's cranky. He's crying. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be dumping this all on you.
You know, I never meant to take him from state to state. Kevin, I never meant to hurt him.
I know that. Must be terrible to be in the same house as him and... Well, hey, things are gonna change in time.
Look, I'm sorry. I should have called you first to see if it was okay if I could come
over.
over.
Call.
Well, when Asa came to see me in prison, he said that I was never going to be...
Hey, I told you, I did not know what Asa was up to. I never would have let him bring Duke there to taunt you about losing your custody.
Did a lot more than that, Kevin. He said he was going to do everything in his power to make sure that my visiting privileges were revoked. He brought me my son and told me it was going to be the last time I was ever going to hold him in my arms.
I'm sorry, Leanne. He had no right to do that. He thinks he's looking out for Duke, but he does not control what I do with my son. Our son.
Thanks for saying it like that.
You want to see him?
Yeah. He's sleeping and, well, you know, he's had such a rough time. It's probably better if he does just sleep.
No, Leanne. Baby needs love more than he needs sleep.
Kevin, you don't have to. Look, I know our agreement, okay? And I'm not trying to get you to change your mind
you didn't.
or anything.
Right? I offered. Leanne, I'm sorry. I never meant to hurt you. If I could change things, so many things.
Now, it's going to take a certain brilliance and bravado to pull this off. But I'm sure you will agree there's not another man on the face of the earth who's up to the challenge except for your son.
What did I tell you? She likes me, Mother.
I do like Mortimer, and I need him. And I only need him for a few precious weeks, just long enough to teach him how to walk and talk and act exactly like Carlo Hesser.
Think of it as Halloween, Mother. You know, ding-dong, trick-or-treat.
Once Moose Mulligan believes that Carlo Hesser is still alive, he will take his pet snake and slither back across the river, and he will leave me alone, and I'll be out of harm's way.
And then I can come home, Mother, and we can move back to Washington, and I can get back to my research, and I come out of hiding.
Have got this all figured out,
No, Mother. No, it was Mrs. Hess's idea. Of course, at first I opposed it, but when she made it such an attractive offer, I couldn't.
I bet she did.
Oh, Mother, I'm sorry. I know you must be angry with me, and I know I should have discussed it with you first. But you're always telling me to try my own initiative, and I...
Be quiet, Mortimer.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
So, you married the mob.
Yes.
And then your dead fella, you wanted to protect his profits.
Right.
And so you want him to scare the competition.
Yes.
Have I got the picture?
Yes. Oh, you know, I knew when I met you, you were someone I was going to be able to talk to, Wilma. So do we have a deal?
Mother, you're happy. She's happy.
If you think I believe that cockamamie story for 1 minute, you are off your gourd. You think that he is going to imitate a mob boss, my Mortimer?
Well, Mother, it's not that absurd.
You stay out of this. Oh, I know your type, Mrs. Hesser. You pretend to collect art, but what you really collect are men. Well, you are not adding my Mortimer to your catalog. Come on, Sonny. We're going home.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Hesser.
Wait, just a minute. You must have doctored this photo so that my Mortimer would look like your late husband. Well, that makes this property Mortimer's, not yours. Mortimer, march.
Nice performance, Mrs. Byrne. Maybe I know something you don't know. You'll be back.
Luna! Luna! It's Max! Hey, this is Max. Is Luna down by the hot tub? What note? Call. Got it.
Luna called at 5 p.m. She had to go to Philly to meet an old friend from back home. She'll call again as soon as she gets a chance. Thanks for covering for her.
Oh, thank God. At least you're out of harm's way. And Swade's.
Okay, you called Serenity Springs, you called the radio station, that covers it, so let's go.
What if Max doesn't get my message? What if he starts to worry?
Luna, for all he thinks, you're in Philadelphia visiting a friend. He's happy that you're not anywhere near me. If you calm down, he'll just worry more.
Sweet, I just hate lying so much. I feel so cut off from everybody back in Landview. My friend Leanne, she's in prison, and I'd really like to know how she's doing.
Look, there's worse things than being in jail. There's worse things than telling little white lies.
Look, just because you're in trouble doesn't mean the whole world comes to a halt. Now, I'm going to call Max, and I'm going to let him know I'm all right. I'm going to let him know who I'm with and where I'm going, okay? Wait!
I can't let you do that, Luna. Nobody is going to follow us.
Are there limits?
Limits? Not for some women. Lashes. They're almost dangerous.
Dangerous.
No way. Illegal lengths.
Maybe she's born with it.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Why take another cold and flu season lying down?
At the first sign of a cold or flu, take Coricidin. It relieves your runny nose, congestion, and fever fast, and even helps stop them from getting worse. Coricidin D. The sooner, the better.
Give me 3 soaps, give me 3 soaps, Spirit. Give me 3 soaps, all in one.
Spirit's a new kind of soap. It works like a cleansing bar, deodorant bar, moisturizing bar, all in one. Spirit, it's like...
Oh, no. You can't leave yet. Not until you hear what I've done.
I'm afraid to ask.
Oh, Sloan, really?
I'm only kidding, Dorian. I know you have Cassie and Andrew's interest at heart. Let me catch up with Renee and give her this book. She left it by mistake.
Oh, we can drop it off at the front desk when we're done.
All right.
You will be thrilled to learn that Phase 1 has begun.
Phase 1?
Of our plan. Operation Wedlock.
I'm afraid General Custer got started this way.
Oh, where is your confidence? Now, I have just spoken to the hotel caterer, and for his usual outrageous fee, he is willing to freelance and create a fantasy in my penthouse.
A fantasy?
For Andrew and Cassie, of course. Now, all we have to do is trick them into showing up there and... surprise. They're in for the night of their lives.
Dorian, one surprise does not a marriage make.
All depends on the surprise. Now, the caterer is going to meet me at my penthouse to discuss strategy. So why don't you go there with me and give us some of your input?
Romance and moonlight. Those aren't my strengths.
Oh, don't underestimate yourself, sir. Why don't you let me be the judge of your romantic capabilities?
Maybe another time. I'll leave Operation Wedlock up to you.
Is that a Southern gentleman's way of saying his dance card is filled?
Well, ma'am, I'm not much of a dancer either.
Oh, no. None of that poor mouth honeysuckle shyness, General. It sounds to me like one of our Landview belles has already won your heart. Who's the lucky lady?
Hi. Oh, my God. Oh, my baby. I know. I haven't seen him in a couple hours, but I swear to God, he's grown. He has.
Well, I have been working out with him on the free weights, sir. Look at these biceps here, huh?
Hey, dude, don't let him make fun of you, okay? You are beautiful.
Oh, he's handsome.
Well, I guess he does have your hands.
It's got your eyes. And your smile.
Kevin, I never did get to thank you. Well, thank you for getting Hank Gannon to drop the charges against me. I don't know what made you change your mind. But whatever it was, it's better for Duke this way. It's so much better if his parents aren't enemies.
I could never stay your enemy, Leanne.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know that now.
I didn't mean to trick you into handing Duke over to me.
You must have planned it on some level, Kevin. I mean, the police were there. They were just waiting for me.
I went into this blind rage, okay? I wasn't thinking about what was fair or what was right or anything. I just wanted...
to get even.
Yeah. I'm not proud of it, okay? And right after the cops took you away, I wanted to run after him and tell him it was all just a big mistake. And maybe if Asa wasn't pushing me so hard...
Ken, I understand. You're under a lot of pressure, right? And sometimes it's just... it makes you do things you wouldn't normally do.
Exactly. I did things I never would have intended to do. They just sort of take on a life of their own, you know?
I know what you mean, but... I think the good thing is if... well, if you could admit your mistakes and you try and learn from them.
I'm willing to, if you are. I don't want to cause pain.
Oh, God, Kevin, you don't know what that means to me. Oh, God, thank you.
For what?
Well, for dropping the charges against Jason.
Whoever said anything about that?
Well, you just said that sometimes things get a life of their own, and you didn't want to hurt anybody anymore.
I said I made a mistake putting you behind bars, but Jason belongs there. All right? And if I have anything to say about it, he's gonna stay there, Leanne.
I'm sorry. Kevin, I'm sorry. Look, I didn't mean to upset you, okay?
Just give me Duke, Leanne.
Look, it's just that I thought you wanted to put everything behind us, you know? Forget about all the accusations and everything.
Yeah, between you and me. But I can never forgive Jason.
Kevin, if you could just try, if you
Never,
could try.
Leanne. Now give me Duke back.
Kevin, you want me to get down on my knees and beg you? I'm sorry. I was wrong. I was wrong. I made a mistake. I should have never taken Duke away. I should have never taken him out of the state. I'm gonna pay for that for the rest of my life. I know that. I'm gonna pay for that every day that I'm not with my little boy. But please, can't we just forget about it? Can't we just stop it?
This is not about you, Leanne. You're free. Okay? You can see Duke as much as you want as soon as we've made the arrangements.
I will never be free without Jason.
You better go, Leanne.
Kevin, please.
Goodbye, Leanne.
We've lost enough time gunning.
Okay. Okay. Oh, my God, it's helped me.
What now?
My hand's shaking so bad I can't get the key in the switch.
Oh, that's it. I'm driving.
No, you wait right there. Nobody puts my car gear but me.
Well, then do it.
All right, I'll do it, but you better promise me one
Oh,
thing.
no, ma'am. No more promises.
You listen, Swade. On the sacred honor of friendship, you better promise me that you're not getting me into anything illegal, anything dangerous, something I'm going to regret for all my days.
You want promises?
Damn right.
Well, you're going to have to rely on faith. You say you trust me? Trust me. Otherwise, you get out of the car right now and you head back.
On faith.
Do you believe that I'd never hurt you? Well, then what are we doing in neutral?
I just hope I'm right.
Call Nutrisystem now.
Tomorrow at 10, 9 Central. Will Dr. Davis finally bag another student? It's about as far as you can go to get to med school. Don't miss Going to Extremes. Coming up, AJ and Nikki hatch a plan that's sure to cause chaos at the Quartermains. Stay tuned for General Hospital following an ABC News brief.
What's Margot Dane doing in Port Charles?
I'm into the dirt on Jenny Eckert.
The dirt's my middle name.
Will Jenny's marriage be destroyed by these two scheming partners?
Don't you get it? She was living a secretive life.
A scandal in the making. General Hospital.
An ABC brief